In 1977, I decided to hitchhike to New York. My friend Kurt Rowell came to open the CVI lab with me in 1981. We were offering only dye transfer for fine art photographers that desired limited editions of their work. And I became somewhat obsessed with color separation technology.
I had done photography in college at the Cooper Union. When I graduated, I had to get a job. And the first one that came up was at a commercial lab doing dye transfer printing. 36 years later, I think, I'm still doing dye transfer, loving it. It's been a joy. You know, I like to work hard. I'm a perfectionist. And I just fell in love with the process. I loved every aspect of it. I loved the beauty of the final product and what the process was capable of.
In 1995, we started to work with William Eggleston. A major project came in. Los Alamos was unique in that it was photographed entirely in color negatives. The process took us about approximately a day for each image over a period of 75 days. And that's just to make the positives, the negatives, and the additional film elements for that project. That relationship continued for 30 years. I think altogether we've made about 250 editions for Mr. Eggleston.
It was wonderful to just focus on one photographer's work at a time and just make them happy. You know, that's a way of making the world a better place. When we moved from New York to Vashon, we made a replica of the New York darkroom. All the equipment is in the same location. The light switches are in the same place on the wall. I think that Guy and I always saw our role as really serving the client. I think it might be all merged in my mind. The art, the craft, the technology. I think it might all come from the same part of my brain, possibly. Every print is kind of like a puzzle. You have to figure out how to get from what you want to the final print. The girl on the grass with the brownie camera, that is one of my favorites.
A dye transfer is like a Bogendorfer grand piano. It has an extra octave at the bottom for the tones. But there's a difference between someone who is taking lessons on that piano and someone that has played that piano for thousands of hours to get to Carnegie Hall. I'll put the transparency in immersion oil and I'll set everything up. Irene is the primary printer. She makes virtually all the separation negatives, exposes all the matrices, sometimes 30 exposures onto a set, and rolls all the prints.
It can take a variety of different paths. And so that's always been, that keeps me interested every day. Never the same, never the same.
Because we've printed more image for William Eggleston than anyone else. I'll say this, that it was the greatest honor of my career as a dye transfer printer with Irene to have printed the magnificent work of William Eggleston, who changed photography forever. He revolutionized it.